I almost burned myself for that. Whenever there's a substitute, they go over the list of attendance because I have to take attendance. They reach my name and they go like,
"Are you Japanese?"
"Yes."
"Oh, I've been to Japan a few years ago. It was so good. And the food there was so good. Sushi."
Like, I live in Canada for more than 4 years now, and I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't know what is sushi. Sushi! But the thing is, sushis, they're so pretty, and they're so gorgeous, and they look beautiful, all colorful, and you have to be trained to make professional sushis. But of course, not all Japanese people are trained, right? And the thing is, they do make sushis from home, like a regular meal. Here, people go eat sushis in like a restaurant with their friends or family, just like as an event, or just because they want to try some sushis. They go to restaurants. In Japan, yes, we do eat sushis from home for your lunch or dinner. But the point here is, what kind of sushis does Japanese people
actually make?
Like homemade sushis. So today we're going to be looking at how Japanese people
actually make homemade sushi.
And believe it or not, it's going to be made by a 14-year-old. So, one summer's evening, parents are not home and I had to prepare sushis for dinner. Even if I'm Japanese, it was actually my first time making sushis all by myself. But before we get started, here's what happened earlier. Mom and Dad are gonna go to another pickup. I don't know how long it will take, but we'll probably be back really late, so I need you to cook supper. It's gonna be sushi tonight. Go to the basement and get the frozen crabs, then chop the meat, eggs, and cucumber, and then roll it with rice, the vinegar rice I already prepared for you. But I never made sushis before. How am I supposed to know how to do it? Like how do you roll it? But it's so easy. Everyone knows how to make sushis.
Everyone knows how to make sushis.
Then I guess I'll figure it out myself. Alright, so...
I'll count on you.
Bye. Oh. That being said, first I went to get some eggs. And here's the rice that my mom prepared. Basically, in already cooked rice, you can add these ingredients you can see into the vinegar and then mix the vinegar into rice. Okay, but before we go any further, I want to be clear about one thing.
You have to wash your rice.
You have to wash it. Like before cooking it, you have to wash it. You put your rice into the pot. You put water from sink. That's fine. And then you fill up the water to like more than half or almost full. And then you just massage your rice and you just wash it like with your fingers or whatever spoon or whatever, and then you dump the water out, and then you fill in the water again. You're gonna wash it again, and you're gonna do that for 3 times, and you're gonna see the water still gets foggy. Rice is not clean. Like where they're grown, it's outside, it's not clean, there's bugs, and when they get transported or in the industry, there's dust. Okay, there's bacteria. It is dirty, and if you just put water into it and you just cook it right away because you thought it was clean, you've been mistaken. That is gross. Especially when you wash it for the first time, it's like this whole white water. Like after you scrub it, it becomes white as milk, and basically you're drinking that if you eat rice without washing it. So definitely remember to wash rice, because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, they're like, oh, we're making sushis, or like, we're eating fried rice, fried rice. And they look at the rice and they go like,
this looks pretty clean to me.
So let's not wash it, it's okay. Put the rice in with the water and you cook it. Just remember to wash your rice. And then I went to look for more ingredients. Here's the basement. Second fridge. Here's the crab. It actually took so long to find this. And yeah. I'm gonna cut this open. Wash it, soak into water, unfreeze the crabs. And then you're going to crack the eggs. Turn the heat on. I cooked the eggs flat and thin. That way you can cut them and like easily put them into the sushi roll. So you're gonna cut them really thin and like long. Here are the 4 ingredients, and you're gonna cut them all to the same shape. And then I decided to add a few mushrooms, around 9 or 10. After the mushrooms, you're gonna boil the water. This is for the mushroom. You're just gonna boil the water and put the mushrooms in. I almost burned myself for that. That was so hot. Okay. Gently mix it. Meanwhile, my siblings were playing in the pool. One thing that I forgot to mention is that homemade sushis are mostly makizushi, meaning rolled sushis. The reason is because, one, we don't eat raw fishes at home, because you don't want parasites, right? And the second reason is because those nigirizushi, which are the sushis with rice and there's raw fish on it, those are harder to make. They're really hard.
You have to be trained.
And rolling sushi is just, there's a technique to it, but it's just more rolling. But nigirizushi, there is like the hand posture and like the way you put the rice and the amount of rice and the amount of fish, whatever. It's just not something we make at home. So it's mostly all makizushi. One more thing is when you say nigirizushi or makizushi.
Nigiri is the one with fish on it. Maki is the one that I'm making the sushi rolls. Nigiri means hand-pressed sushi.
And when you say that, you don't say nigiri sushi. We say nigirizushi. It's just the way you say it. And it's the same thing for the rolled ones. You don't say makisushi. We say makizushi. Now we're gonna get some salt and sugar. Here is a soup base, or like a sauce base, katsuo dashi, really frequently used in a lot of Japanese recipes. Now we're gonna get out the mushrooms, take out the water, and put the mushrooms back in. Now add those powders and soy sauce, of course. You can add more sugar if you want them to be extra sweet. And here we have the sushi nori, of course, that you can get from the Asian store in your neighborhood. And here we have all our ingredients. But then I realized that I was missing the bamboo mat. So I decided to call Mom. Papa?
Yes.
ママ近くにいる？
どうしたの？
ただご飯作っててあるお寿司巻くやつのバンブーでできたやつがどこにあるか見つかんないから聞いてみようと思ったっけ。
ちょっと待って、ママ。
ほらお寿司巻くやつの竹でできてるやつあれどこにあるの？あった。あった。ありがとう。じゃあね。
Yay! Yes, we found the bamboo mat. Now let's start rolling.
Alright, so I got the seaweed, then put some rice on. And then I'm gonna add those vegetables and meat or eggs. But then my camera died. So by the time I realized my camera was dead, I already finished the first roll. And unfortunately I couldn't take the shot where I rolled it, but I'm actually pretty satisfied with the result. Like, it looks pretty nice and solid. And a few minutes later I got a few more rolls, and here is the soup, the mushroom soup, because the boiling water I used for mushroom became from that to this. And I add some salt, soup base, and seaweed, vegetable to recycle the boiled water. Yes. And it actually tastes really nice. So here's the result of my sushis. It looks not too perfect, but not too bad. And I'm actually really satisfied, like, with this one too. That one looks a bit fat, but... And for the sauce, really easy, just put some wasabi and soy sauce. All done! Time to eat. Which one? This one? Let's drink the soup.
Oh my god, your sushi's terrible. Your sushi's terrible. It's not even kuru-kuru-natte. Just collapse. That's normal, disgusting sushi. Disgusting sushi. They don't eat.
And since we were all eating, I decided to feed my fishes too. They are cichlids, and they are actually pretty big. Alright, so that was it. This is how homemade sushi looks like. Please understand that not all Japanese people are talented, and let's end this video with another riddle. Johnny has 20 sushis. All but 14 of his sushis fell on the ground. How many sushis does he have now? The answer is 20 sushis, because the ones on the floor, it's still his. Alright, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to not eat too much sushi because you risk to get the parasite. Bye!